back, Christmas crew. I have missed you so much. Today kicks off the third holiday season here at the Cozy Christmas Cottage, and we're doing it in a big way. So not only are you getting brand new Christmas and holiday inspiration here on the Cozy Christmas Cottage channel, I've invited 11 other creative and talented creators here on YouTube to join in for a big Christmas in July event. And today I'm doing something I have never done here before, and that is a video that really encompasses the full effect of Christmas in July with ideas and projects that circle around summertime and the beach. So let's dip our toes into the sand instead of the snow today and dash right into our very first project. We keep things budget friendly around here at the Cozy Christmas Cottage, so a lot of the supplies in today's video are going to be coming from the Dollar Tree. We're going to be grabbing a foam cone and also these amazing seashells that they carry to create a tropical seashell Christmas tree. These styrofoam cones are a great bargain at Dollar Tree, as you can get them for so much cheaper versus the craft store. Same thing with the seashells. I do recommend for this project you go ahead and dump everything out and start kind of sorting them out into different sizes, as we're going to be creating sort of a tiered effect, and we want the larger seashells on the bottom. We're using simple hot glue to attach the shells onto the styrofoam, adding some to the flat end of the seashells, and then putting the curved end facing towards the bottom. You will need 6 shells for each row, and then for the next row, we're going to use those to cover up the gaps that were created in our first row. So here's a close-up look. And once you get going and adding all these different rows onto your styrofoam, you'll start seeing that it all kind of gets covered up. We're going to continue our way up the top, just making sure we use smaller seashells as we get to the top, still using 6 per row though. Once we get those all on there, we can then work on the top. There is that exposed styrofoam, so if you just plop a seashell right on top, it covers that up. We're also going to be adding one of these Dollar Tree Starfish right onto the top there to give this more of a Christmas tree look. I love this project. It looks so high-end, but it was so inexpensive. And I just sat that onto a little handmade tray to raise it up and look more like a Christmas tree. And as you can see, our next project is sitting right behind it. This is a wood sign. I'm not sure where it's from. Bargain Bethany sent me this in a mystery box challenge over on my other channel, The Daily DIYer, and I'll link that down below. Bethany is also part of today's collaboration as well, and it's just a simple wood sign that I had in my stash from her, and I'm going to be adding this decal onto the front that says "'Tis the Sea Sun," very tropical, and applying that with some transfer tape. I pretty much put this right in the middle, but I also wanted this to look more like a Christmas tree. So once that decal was applied, I'm also using another one of these Dollar Tree Starfish, hot gluing that towards the top of the sign, which really gives it that Christmas tree look. We're going to add one more little element onto the bottom, another Dollar Tree seashell for the base of the tree. I love the starfish. They just make a beautiful Christmas but beachy feel to all of these projects. And I'm going to be using several in today's video, but if you can't find them at your local Dollar Tree, I'll try to find a link and link them down below. In case Dollar Tree doesn't have these anymore, I still want you to be able to create these projects. Next up, Dollar Tree did have these awesome signs, and you can find them in different styles and themes. These were perfect for today's video, but you can also just take a piece of wood and add a hook to the front. We're going to be turning these into simple stocking holders. I had some extra 4x4s in my workshop, so I chopped those down into squares. They're pretty heavy and hefty, which is why I went with these. But you could also glue several pieces of wood together. You're basically just looking for something that is going to give you a base to glue these signs onto and also give it some weight once we add our stockings. We don't want these falling off of our mantle or our shelves. I used regular hot glue to attach mine together, but you could use some wood glue too. That'll give it a little bit more strength in the long run. This is just a little bit quicker of a process. To add to this, I found these wood starfish at Dollar Tree too. We're gonna make some stocking tags. I wanted these to have more of a stained wood look, so I'm using some antiquing wax. The trick here is I like to use a baby wipe and just wipe it on. It makes it go on a little bit thinner so you can still see the detail that is on these wood pieces through the stain or through the wax. It kind of gives it more of a stained look. Once it's dry, we're going to use some 4-ply jute to attach them onto a stocking. So maybe you already have a stocking that would work, or maybe you can find some cute ones during Christmas time at your local Dollar Tree. Mine, I believe, is from Hobby Lobby. It has a really pretty sweater look to it, and just tied that onto the stocking and hung it from my new stocking holders. Such a pretty look. It is such a simple look and was super easy and quick, but it transformed something maybe traditional into more beachy. I also fell in love with these beautiful glass bottles at Dollar Tree, again with the starfish motif on top. This one is so simple. Grab yourself some fairy lights from Dollar Tree and just twist them up and put them into the bottle. I feel like if you added some sand into the bottle, that would make it even more beachy, or you could spray paint them with some sea glass spray paint, which you're going to see here shortly. And I just love this. It gives such a beautiful Christmas time glow. I just feel like Christmas lights really warm up a space. So this is one that you could use year round, or you could pair it with your tropical Christmas decor to get that look and vibe, but it's still warm and Christmassy. The bookends and starfish sign are another Dollar Tree DIY, and I'll link that video down in the description box below. Next, we're gonna make some ornaments with the help of these sand dollars that are also from Dollar Tree and some ribbon from Dollar Tree. If you can't find the ribbon, you can also just use some regular jute or twine, and that still has that nautical look. We're gonna turn these into ornaments in a really simple way. We're just gonna kind of cut long lengths of ribbon, and then these sand dollars have a larger hole right in the middle. We're gonna put the loop through the hole and then pull those tails back up through the loop. That's gonna hold our ornament up. The last thing we need to do is tie a knot in the top to create a loop, so then we can then hang these from our Christmas tree branches. Again, I will make sure to try to find a link to some of these. If you can't find them at your Dollar Tree, hopefully we can find them online and order them, because these make really quick and easy ornaments. And the cool thing about Dollar Trees are they came in 3 in a set, so it's really inexpensive. Basically creating 6 ornaments for only $2.50. Not a bad deal. Next up, if you can find these at your Dollar Tree, the clear plastic ornaments, grab those. But if not, you can find these clear glass ornaments at Hobby Lobby year round. Here comes in our sea glass spray paint. I will link that down below too. And I wanted to show you a little hack, because we're going to spray paint these ornaments. If you take regular plastic cups and just take a sharp X-Acto knife, punch a hole in there, and then throw a popsicle stick into that hole, we now have created our own little stand so that we can now spray paint our ornaments. Take them outside, use that sea glass spray paint, and give them a couple coats. Just make sure you are getting down on the bottom part, which is actually the top, because once we flip these over, we want to make sure the tops are good and covered with the spray paint too. Here they are all dry. Love that beautiful translucent look. We're going to pop the tops back on those, and then use some either macrame cord that you can get from Dollar Tree or some white jute, and just twist and hot glue that all the way around the metal. We want to cover that up so it has more of that beachy tropical vibe. Looks really pretty, but now we need to make a hanger. I found this great decorative jute that has the natural and blue twist to it, so I grabbed that from Dollar Tree. We're going to use that for the hanger. You will need about maybe 8 inches or so of this jute per ornament. Just push it through the hole on the top, and then bring the ends together, trim it down, and hot glue the ends together so they stay. One more added element, we're going to take that same white twine and hot glue and wrap that to keep it together instead of just tying a traditional knot. And one more little piece, we're going to add a tiny seashell to the top in front of this. Again, those little seashells you can find at Dollar Tree too. Some hot glue adds that on there perfectly, and we have a beautiful ornament. Now we have another ornament. I'm going to show you all of these ornaments together on the Christmas tree, so hang tight. Again, with our awesome Starfish little pieces from Dollar Tree. They come in a set of 3 too. We're going to turn these into ornaments. Again, I wanted to make 6 of them, super inexpensive when you only have to buy 2 packs of them. And we're going to take some smaller jute. You can find this at Dollar Tree too. Make a loop, hot glue that on the back of our starfish, and then we're going to take some of that same twine and twist it on. That's going to help hold our loop on there and give it a little bit of a decorative touch. And this is what it looks like and how quick and easy this ornament was. I love the little star motif, especially for Christmas time. One more nautical tropical style Christmas ornament is going to be the Seashell Christmas trees. Again, using the Dollar Tree seashells for this. We need 3 shells for each Christmas tree in 3 different sizes so we get that tiered effect. Start with the bigger one on the bottom, middle one in the middle, and of course the tiny one on top, getting that tiered look. We're going to use a Dollar Tree wood bead glued onto the bottom of the biggest seashell for the trunk of our Christmas tree. Then we're going to add the hanger. This is a piece of 4-ply jute tied into a knot, and we're going to hot glue that right onto the back side. But the trick here is we want to have that knot sticking up on the top of our shell. You don't want to hide it in the back because that knot is going to hold the star of our tree. These are tiny little seashells that I ordered from Amazon. I'll link them down below. They had the perfect size little starfish to add for the tops of these trees that I glued onto that knot. So that's all there is to that ornament, but I still have another piece to this Christmas tree I want to add, and that is a starfish topper. So Dollar Tree also had these great wire starfish forms. We also need about 6 rolls of their nautical rope in the natural kind. And we're basically going to cover this entire starfish with the rope. And the way I did that is I hot glued the rope onto the backside, and then we're going to be wrapping each leg. And it helps to add some hot glue to the top as we go. So each row got some hot glue on the top wires, wrapped around the back, and so on until we got to the end of our starfish leg. We're going to make sure we cover up the end completely, make sure to glue it down really well and trim off any excess. And here's what it looks like with just one leg. And then after some work and some time, this is with all 5 of the legs covered in that rope. Now we need to work on the middle. We're going to take our hot glue, run it on the side edge of the existing rope, and then also on the wire that is in the middle, just going in a circle shape until the entire middle is covered. So this is already looking really cute, and you probably stop here and use it as is as a tree topper. However, I didn't. I added a couple more extra added elements to it to make it even more cute, but you can totally skip this part. But it's really easy to add some of this white nautical rope, also from Dollar Tree, as a trim, just going all the way around all the edges and then trimming off the end once we get back to the beginning. And we're going to add one more thing. Dollar Tree had these great ceramic starfish, so I added one of those to the middle with a combination of hot glue and some super glue to make sure that this would stay on and not fall off in the middle of Christmas time. And this is so stinking cute. Once it had dried and had some time to set up, I flipped it over to the back, and then to create the holder so it actually is attached to the top of your Christmas tree, I added some of that nautical rope onto the back through those wires. I'm going to sit this on the top of my Christmas tree, and to secure it, just tie those rope tails in the back a couple times. Once I got this on top of the tree, I was over the moon excited. It looks so high-end, it looks so classy, and still has that beautiful beachy Christmas vibe that I was going for. This really helped pull this tree together, and you can see some of those ornaments on the tree that I can't believe are all Dollar Tree items. So excited about that, but we're not quite done. I think I said that several times here. We're gonna head to Dollar Tree one more time, grab one of their fishing nets. This makes for sort of like a garland, or it's gonna add texture to our Christmas tree, and a lot comes in a pack. So what I did is I cut mine in half, and I used that first half to do most of the tree, but I didn't want the entire tree just wrapped. So I did cut it in half again so I could add little pieces here and there to just add the accent of the netting instead of just encompassing the entire tree. And this is what I feel like took this tree over the top. I absolutely love that this is pretty much 100% Dollar Tree items and crafts that came together to give you a high-end look, but still staying on a budget. We're gonna make one more nautical themed Christmas decor piece using one of their metal signs with the chalkboard centers. I'm gonna add a Days Until Christmas decal onto the bottom. I love counting down the days until Christmas, and we will be doing that over on the Cozy Christmas Cottage Instagram very soon, so make sure to head over there. I'll link that down below so you can count down along with us. I'm also tying a piece of chalk with some jute onto the handle there to keep that handy. Such an easy, inexpensive, and quick DIY to add a countdown that will match your nautical Christmas themed decor. Now head on down to the description box, click on that playlist. You can head over and watch more creators and their amazing holiday inspiration for our big Christmas in July event. Thank you so much for watching today, and be sure to subscribe as we are just getting started here at the Cozy Christmas Cottage, and I'm wishing you all a very happy holiday season.